Hey guys, what's going on? I am coming to you not live. Why am I doing that? From the car during my break at work. Yes, it is 1:54 a.m. About halfway through my break. I'm doing a 12-hour shift from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Please, somebody help. I'm pretty much running on like adrenaline and caffeine right now, so we'll see how this goes. Anyway, I wanted to come on and do a quick little video. There's no intro. I don't think that I'm gonna really edit this to have an intro. Maybe I will. I don't know. But anyway, so I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about some things that I, kind of came into contact with over the last couple of days. Okay. First of all, the Verzuz battle between Ashanti and Keyshia Cole. A lot of people were actually they weren't surprised. Yes, they were surprised. A lot of people were surprised because if anybody would have gone against Keyshia Cole, we really didn't think that it was going to be Ashanti. A lot of people were like pairing her up with other like soulful like soul singers of the 2000s or whatever, or at least around that era, like Fantasia or whatever. But a lot of people don't realize, you know what? Ashanti and Keyshia Cole both have amazing songs and hits for R&B in the 2000s. From the early 2000s all the way until the end of the 2000s, they had like their best hits, and they had some afterwards too, but most of their hits were like in the beginning, towards the beginning of their career, maybe like halfway through, like a few years into their career. And like you always, like, every single time an Ashanti song comes on, every single time like a Keyshia Cole song comes on, like people get up and they start singing, like, and they start moving to the beat and everything. Like the two of them, they create vibes, very different vibes, but vibes nonetheless. And I think that it'll mesh well together. Like I was like, oh wow, I was like 100% behind it. But then unfortunately, we got news that the Verzuz battle had been canceled, or at least like indefinitely. I don't know if we actually got a new date for it, because it was supposed to be the 12th. I think it's now the 14th. Ooh. But it was because Ashanti did come out with a statement, and she explained why they had to cancel the Verzuz. And it's unfortunate because Ashanti actually tested positive for COVID-19. Again, people, we really do have to do our part in keeping ourselves safe out here, and making sure, like, if we do have symptoms, any type of like cold, flu-like symptoms, that we stay home. And then, of course, like wearing your mask when you go into establishment. I don't know why it's still a thing. I'm sorry, I just ate and I'm breathing in a lot of air, and I just had like seltzer. So you may get a burp here and there. I'm sorry. We're just doing this completely uncut. Just like, yeah, it's very important that you adhere to what the CDC has been telling us to do. This entire time that we've been in this pandemic. We've been in this pandemic now for, it's been what, 9 months? Like it's been a good 9-10 months it's almost a year. Like in March or so, February, March, it'll be a whole year of this pandemic. And then a lot of people, it's still very much so like, I don't know, they're in La La Land or something, and they don't really get it. They don't really get it until it comes to them. My job specifically, like, we've lost people, and we've had like a couple of cases on my own job, and like now they're like they're not shutting it down because we develop vaccines, but they are limiting the amount of people that come here. If you're not somebody who works on the production line, if you're not somebody who works in the labs, if you're not somebody who has to be here on site, then they want you to stay home. And it's been like that since March. I don't know what other people have been doing. I don't know what's going on. The moment that they started to open things up, people went crazy. People started going on vacations and stuff. And they're like, okay, fine, go on vacation, but still adhere to the rules. Stay inside of your unit if you're going to be, in the unit. Don't be going out places. Like, it's just, please, like, it's really not that hard. It's not that hard. People are really acting like they're in like prison or something. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not so difficult to, keep everybody around you safe and keep yourself safe by not going outside if you don't need to. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm a little bit guilty sometimes, like, I'll have friends over or whatever, but we are all like the same people. I'm always around the same people. I don't bring any new people around me. And those are the people I work with and my family. That's all who I really hang around. I don't really hang around anybody else. So that's pretty much it. But we really need to start doing our part, like, a little bit more, because things are shutting down again. Like, things in Pennsylvania shut down, and I think that, like, I think Jersey, they also shut it back down. I'm not really sure about other states, but I know Pennsylvania, stuff is shutting down again. Restaurants, they're not letting you eat inside anymore again. Like, at restaurants, you were able to eat inside in restaurants now, again. But now they're going back to takeout and delivery only, and contactless delivery. Like, you can't be doing this. You can't be doing this stuff. Not sorry. You should have listened. You should have listened the first time when they were telling you about stuff. And you got people out here being anti-maxers. The same people are anti-vaxxers. And then we have people out here talking about the COVID-19 vaccine that's being released and stuff is causing issues with people, and people that obviously not everybody's going to take to it well. Don't use like one or two situations to go towards an entire population, because not everybody can have the flu vaccine because they might be allergic to it or whatever have you, and they might have like bad reactions to it. That's the only reason why you should not get a vaccine that's specifically made for you, and made to fight off a virus. And I know beginning stages are a little bit like difficult and stuff, but like, use your own discernment. Use your own discernment. If you don't want to get the vaccine, that's completely up to you. Obviously, it's very new. It's not like the flu vaccine that's been around for years. This one is very new. So obviously, once it's like actually being distributed, people are going to have to use discernment. If you do go ahead out there and get it, then that's completely up to you. But at the same time, once they have developed and once more people have gotten into it, and once it's been, perfected, more people should go get it. But obviously that's going to be over the course of like the next like several years. It takes several years for a brand new vaccine to actually take weight. Just as an aside. Anyway, we're getting completely off topic. Let's get back to the music. So, not very quickly, this is probably going to be like the bulk of this video. I'm probably going to talk about this for at least 5 minutes. So, it has been brought to my attention that one Lil Wayne, which we're already not featuring him because of the whole Trump supporting thing, but as an artist myself, and of course someone who has had to turn down like a couple of deals with like management companies and stuff, and people who have their own management and stuff, because of the fact that they like want so much of you. Give me one moment. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Again, I'm probably not going to edit any of this out, so it is what it is. You guys, it's what you see is what you get. Anyway, so it has occurred to me that is that the right, like, I'm going crazy. It's late at night. It has been brought to my attention that Lil Wayne has sold his masters for $100 million. Now, to anybody that doesn't really get the music industry and stuff, that might seem like a great idea because it's $100 million. Oh my gosh. Like, when you're staring down and it's $100 million, it seems like so much. But a lot of people don't realize is that your masters, those are, the pretty much the rights to your song, like your music. All of your music have masters. Like, the masters are the stems, all of the instruments, all of the parts, the vocals, everything that goes into your song, and then the publishing and all that. That's all what's included, the masters. Okay, that's all what's considered to be the masters of your songs, of your music. And if whoever has control of those has control of your music, because then they can take it and do with whatever they want to do. When you have control of your own masters, you are in control of how it's distributed and the money that you make back from it. If your masters don't belong to you, sorry, but It also means that the music that you record is not yours 100% either. It may be your voice on there. You may have produced it. You may have done all the work to make the song. But if those masters don't specifically belong to you, then whoever they belong to can control what happens with that music. They pretty much own you. So the fact of the matter is he sold it, I believe it was to Universal Music Group. Oh, that's not, listen, the thing is, the fact of the matter is like Wayne had, like, he kind of was running his own thing and had his own. So like for you to sell, it's like selling your soul, because you put your heart and your soul, blood, sweat, and tears into this music that you have produced, that you have put out, that people have listened to for the better part of 20 years, because your career has been very long, sir. Say what you want. Like, I'm again upset at him. I don't know. I'm upset at him, obviously, for that, for like his antics for the last like couple of months at least. But on the artist side of things and the music side of things, I have to say that was probably one of the worst things that you could have ever done. And maybe I don't know all of the details. Maybe there's details that have not been publicized. Maybe there's other things in place right now, other forces at work. Maybe that's what it is. But as an artist, I would never, because then look, if you literally are at the mercy of the company that owns your masters, owns your music now. If you ever wanted to seal a deal with another company and maybe want to work with like these people over here, and let's say that they wanted to offer you hundreds of millions of dollars too, or like $50,000 per time, every single time they play your song, guess what? You're not going to get all that money. The people who own the masters is going to get that money, and then they'll distribute it accordingly to everybody. You'll probably be the last person to see that money. And this is what I mean. Like, a lot of artists don't really get that. And the thing is I'm surprised at Lil Wayne for doing this, because he's been in the music industry for so long and he knows so much about it. I really want to know what else is at work here. I really need to know, because to me, that doesn't seem like he is a actually smart businessman. Like say what you want about him. He's actually a smart person when it comes to the music industry. Like, he taught Nicki a lot of the things that she knows. So I don't know about that. I really don't know what's going on here. I really don't know. But if you guys know more, you can let me know, because clearly I'm missing something here. I might be missing something. I just wanted to come in here and talk to you guys and give you my opinion on it. Me, would I ever do that for $100 million? Not all my masters. Maybe a few of them, and I'll give them to you for $1 million or so. Just, the ones that I don't care about. But there's a lot of music in his catalog. So I don't know how much. I don't know if it was every single, like all of his masters, or if it's just a certain amount, or maybe, I don't know, the old stuff. I don't know. All I know is any artist selling any of their masters is it'll come back. It'll come back to bite you in the ass later. When you really want to do something with that music and you literally have to go through hoops and leaps and bounds in order to actually get the rights to use your own creations. You see what I mean? Like, this is it kind of doesn't make a lot of sense when you think about it that way. But I could be wrong. I could be missing something, and there could be some other knowledge that I have not attained myself. So let me know if you know anything like further, and share your opinion on the situation yourself. Because again, I'm not really seeing the logic behind it at all. I'm literally always on here talking about like how artists need to like really honestly just do their own thing and make sure that they're not signing, ridiculous contracts, because literally you will be enslaved by these. Kanye West even went out there and said it, even though he compared himself to like the damn Moses or something. I'm like, you're doing too much. But a lot of the points that he made were valid. And I have to say, he was kind of right in what he was saying. And it's really, really interesting that now, like, Wayne is selling his master. I don't get it. I really don't get it at all. At all. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to do a little bit of an update. Also, before I end the video, the Plastic Hearts review, I'm still in the process of editing it, and it will be to you by, well, it'll be to you before the end of the week. So, like, expect it by, like, Wednesday. I'm going to say expect it by Wednesday. I'm not going to say, like, Monday, Tuesday. No, expect it by Wednesday. Okay? Yeah. There's a couple of other videos too, a couple of reactions to performances that I did. So definitely, again, look out for those. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure you're following my social media so that you can, be kept up to date on everything that's going on in my stupid, crazy life. And there's really not that much going on in my life. I'm sorry. I'm boring as hell. I'm actually kind of boring. I gotta do the same thing like every other day. I go to work, come home, do music, go back to work, sleep, do it some more. I mean, sometimes I don't even get sleep. As you can see, do you see the bags? You see the bags that I have under my eyes? And the thing is that, like, they're not, nope, I don't have the net worth for Birkin. So these are like the bags that you get like Target. Anyway, yeah. So I hope everybody has a great day. All right. Make sure you guys are out here staying safe. Do exactly what I told you guys to do at the start of this video. Okay. We don't have time for this. We've got to get ourselves together, reduce these numbers so that we can get back to life. Okay. And a lot of us are out here losing our jobs still. Like we're going back to that now. Like stuff is shutting down again. People are not making money. And so people have to get, like, there's a bunch of layoffs again. So like, we got to get back together. Otherwise we're going to continue the same cycle. I'm sorry. I don't want to get back into that. I don't want to get back into that, but it makes me so irritated. So irritated. And it's very sad. And not only are people losing their jobs, people are also losing their lives. People are still losing their lives. We have to keep that in mind. We really do. Stop being careless. Stop being reckless. Stay in the house. Anyway, again, hope everyone has a great day. Bye.